Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the part 1 of Q&A with mommy that we have done. So if you haven't seen it, go and catch up on that one first, and we're just going to go ahead with the other questions. And yes, let's jump right into it. Thank you again for being here, mommy.
Welcome.
We appreciate you. So the first one on this says that my husband is a constant unapologetic cheat. We had a baby in April 2019 and he doesn't care that I know about his infidelity. He keeps saying I should leave if I want. We just got married last year, September.
That's sad. Very sad. I feel your pain because I'm a woman and no woman wants that. There is a fundamental problem. And my dear, I'm sorry to say this. Did you not notice when you were dating? Because marriage does not change people. Marriage amplifies people.
Amen.
Sacrifice what is inside people. Did you not see the sign? Or were you just desperate to be married? Desperate to be married? If a man can go after another woman, then he can go after 10 more. So that man needs to be, is had to be circumcised. It's not a joking matter at all. You need to seek help. It's either he's under a spiritual spell or he's addicted. He needs to go for help. Find a way to get him, go for help, or begin to think about what to use your life to do.
Mommy, please explain that second part very well. Because this, sorry mommy, this kind of question is always like, oh, and to be honest, a lot of people always say maybe they noticed when they were dating, but now they are stuck in it and they're like, do I leave? And for this person now that just had a baby.
It's terrible. Number one, how old is the marriage? And is this how you're going to go on forever? Your heart's been broken every time. Number two, are you ready for some diseases? Including HIV and AIDS. That's why I said you need to be drastic about it. You cannot just keep on pampering the man and say, I just want to remain married because I just have a child. God forbid, if you die today, that your baby will live.
Yes, ma'am.
That baby will survive. And it's a pity that child will not even know you. So you need to do something drastic. And how do I mean? Look for help. Seek help. Go talk to, there are professionals now. Google. Go out. Don't just ask us here because we can't give a general, I will never tell you to leave your marriage, for instance. But you see, if I have a daughter, God forbid, that has this, I'm going to step into it and make sure she finds the solution. So that man is not God, and he cannot be treated with kid's glove. Because you're an African, and then the man must be whatever. That man is going to self-destruct if you don't do something about it. So the first thing is you step out, look for professionals, and ask for help. Ask them, what should I do? Let's see if the man can be invited. Maybe we need to talk to his pastor, or we need to talk to someone or you need to talk to his family, or you cannot just keep there and say, because I just have a baby. That's why I said you need to do something about your life. I have a baby. You might need to talk to his mother. Does she have his heirs? You need to speak out. It's an abusive relationship.
Yes,
and the man is just traveling and saying, it doesn't matter if you want to leave, leave. That tells you something, my dear. And I keep telling women, be economically empowered. Doesn't matter whether you abuse me or not. Time will tell whether what I'm saying is right. Be economically empowered. Anybody can change. God forbid anybody can die. Be economically empowered. Have a life as a woman. Marriage should not finish your life. Your husband, your children are only in transit in your life. It is still your life. Have a life. It's not every woman that a man can tell, if you want to go out, go. If you want to leave, leave.
Yes,
that tells me something. The man is disrespecting you. It's bad enough that he is cheating on you, but for him to be now telling you to your face, my dear, do something about your life. Seek for professional advice. And I don't mind seeing you.
Thank
you
you,
send
mommy.
a private message
Thank you, mommy.
So Tolulope,
Thank you,
I want to
Mom.
listen to you so
Thank
that
you,
we
Mom.
know if we can be of help.
Thank you, mommy. Thank you, ma. This is why you need to be Team Solutions. Easy access to mommy. one person. Next question says that, what do you do when your wife or husband is always turning your ideas down or act nonchalant to your ideas or progress or challenges, or you notice that his reaction to your ideas sounds boring to him?
Go and prove to him that you can succeed. That idea that he's ignoring, go ahead, run with it, make it work. Nobody argues with results. Then come back and say, do you know I made 100 million? Do you know that United Nations invited me just over this idea? Do you know that so and so bank has now called me? That idea is going to sit up.
His ears will rise.
Stop discussing. Talk is cheap. That idea, look for someone that can partner with you. Go and make it. He will come back begging.
Thank you, mommy. Next question says that she spoke Ghanaian language to say thank you for everything you do, mommy. She says, mommy, I don't have questions for you today, but I just want more of you. Sometimes I wonder if you're actually blood and flesh. God bless you and give you longer, healthier life. Amen. Keep the fire, sexy woman of God. I love you.
I love you too. And I'm going to be in Ghana very soon.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. Next question says, mommy, if a lady is not a virgin, as in the first guy was a mistake and she regrets it, does that mean she's not worthy or can't be worthy in her husband's eyes, especially if she's from a strong Christian background? And what can she do to stop feeling bad? Or is it okay to feel bad?
God does not consult your past to determine your future.
Amen.
The fact that you lost your virginity before you gave your life to Jesus, or by reason of a mistake, does not make you inferior. Excuse me, read the scriptures. Jesus went out, he said somebody went out and he got some people to come and work in his vineyard at so time, maybe 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. He went out in the afternoon, he got some. He went out in the evening, he got some. At about 11 p.m. he got some. When it was time for them to be paid, he paid them equally. There are ladies I call the 11th hour ladies. Thank you, because you got married as a virgin. We thank God for all of you that got married as virgins. So we honor you and we are grateful. Those of you, our children that are getting married as virgins, that is God's will. But excuse me, there's still this percentage. Should they kill themselves? It has happened. It has happened. Yes, I beg, you are now a virgin in Christ Jesus. That's what second Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17 tells me. Now that you're in Christ Jesus, all things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. In your husband's presence, there are virgins that they don't have character. So when you meet your husband and you are now discussing, don't begin to brag and say, well, I'm not a virgin because hey, commissioners. That's not what I'm saying. Be sober about it. Well, I'm not proud to say this, but something happened and I lost my virginity. But I'm not promiscuous, and all that. And don't dwell on it. Every time the devil reminds you of your past, you remind him of his future. Amen. At least you have repented. He can't repent. He's going to hell. Hey, I beg your shoulders.
Thank you, mommy.
That's not the passport to heaven.
Thank you, ma. Somebody says, please, is it good for someone to be saying, my mom did this, therefore my woman must do it?
That's wrong. No, it's not right. Even if you know that one, know it inside. It's not good for you to be saying it out. That's not the way my mother cooks a fowl. That's not the way you're going to ruin that marriage. And your wife may be a good woman. Your mother also made mistakes now. So let her make her own mistakes. Yes, stop comparing your mother with your wife. It is wrong. It can break your marriage. And vice versa.
Yes, mama. Thank you, ma. Next question says, whoa, oh my God, it would be a very big honor to meet you in person, mom. My question is, am I normal because it seems like I am heartless or I can't love? Many guys have actually asked me out, very good guys, both physically and spiritually, but I can't say yes. We can be good friends, but immediately they ask me out, it would be as if my heart was locked and it would begin to hate or avoid them. I don't know, mom. Please help me out.
That's not normal. And I'm going to give you an assignment. Can you take a book and a pen and write your book of the past? This is how you're going to do it. Age 1 to 5. Sit down for about 30 minutes. Whatever you can remember Write it. Things that happened to you. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe the second day or the third day, age 6 to 13. So till your present age. Write it. And then start reading. Maybe there was one incident when maybe your father maltreated your mother, or one aunt was maltreated, or a man insulted you, or something happened. As you read that book of your past, you're going to see it there. Except it's a spiritual thing that maybe runs in the family, you know somebody, and sometimes because we are Africans, we always quickly say, it's the devil. No. Sometimes it is locked up in our past. What happened? For instance, when my coach, I just gave you something and you need to pay me, I'm telling you. When my coach instructed me, it's an assignment in school, to write that book, I realized that one day my father said to me, remember the child of whom you are. Therefore, you must be in charge and you must be able. And my father kept telling me that when I got to secondary school, somehow I became the head girl. And I was always conscious. It has advantages and it has disadvantages. At a point in my life, I had to sit down to become selfish, quote unquote, because I was dying, living for people, live for husband, live for children, live for grandchildren, live for that sister, live for this one, and I did not have a life. But it became from my past. So somehow you will find out that there is an experience that led to that. And if you need prayer, I'll pray with you. That's why God raised me. But my dear, let me tell you something. You're going to wake up very soon and realize that you are 35. You are 43. Your biological clock is ticking. So you cannot afford to just sit down and say, and God is sending people opportunities, because your destiny, if you're going to be married, your destiny is determined by the kind of person you are married to. You miss it in marriage, it's a pity. If you're not married, it's a different thing. So please don't let these opportunities pass you by. You need to love again. Maybe you were jilted or something, but you need to love again.
Next question says that women friendships, how deeply connected spiritually should one be with women in their inner circle? Can they be of different faiths? If they agree on all other things, but they are not of the same faith, can they still be best friends? Of course, that's after the Holy Ghost and the spouse. Please help, man.
You see, women flock, men don't. That's the way we're created. Because a woman is relational. When Adam was created, he opened his eyes, he saw Job. So a man defines himself by what he does. I am the CEO of. When the woman opened her eyes, she saw her husband. She saw love. She saw a relationship. So we're emotional beings. You can never find a man saying, it's hard. But a woman, whether she wants to talk, whether she wants to pee or not, say, you want to go, okay, let's go see, and then we will queue. Do you notice that there's always a queue at the airport? Ladies' toilet, yes, you will always find the queue, you know, and all that. So it's normal. And then as Christians, we have been taught to speak only the language of our people. If you are not a Christian, I cannot relate to you. What is the union between an unbeliever? And we are missing out so badly. You can be friends. I have Muslim friends, and every now and then I chip in the gospel, but they are a blessing to me. My carpenter is a Muslim. I've tried my best to make sure he gives his heart to Jesus, and I thank God because I know God is working on him, because this seed has been sown. I have Muslims that will hug me at the airport. You are a blessing. So let's say, no, please, no, that's not right. You are not the light of the church. You are the light of the world. You are not the salt of the church. You are the salt of the earth. So don't say because of your faith you cannot be. It's just that there are things you may not be able to share with that person because of your faith. They may not understand, and they may scatter God's counsel for you. Do you understand my point?
Yes,
So you can be friend them, but find a way to influence them for good.
Thank you, Mommy. Mommy, please help me understand one fact about marriage. Is it wrong or does it sound logical for my husband to befriend my ex?
It's wrong, yo. You are causing trouble. Please shut that door, lock the door, remove the key, and throw it in Atlantic Ocean. Because it's because of what it can lead to. Old flames can be rekindled. Adultery does not answer to prayer. It answers to flame. So please don't encourage it. Okay. Can you befriend your husband's ex? Won't you feel funny if that girl keeps coming to the house and then one day you need to go and pick something at ShopRite and you leave your husband and the lady in the house? Anything can happen.
Yes, ma'am.
How long does sex take? Pew!
Mommy,
the one you steal.
holy water is sweet.
It's always sweet. So, please, what you will not buy, don't price it.
Thank you, Mommy. So this person gave a whole story. I had to summarize it. Her father is polygamous, and also she has step siblings that they are not close at all. But her question is, how does she deal with it? She gave her life to Christ 7 years ago. Her father's acts have still impacted her. She will masturbate in her sleep at times, and she suffers sexual urges. How does she deal with it, Mom?
You need professional help, not just spiritual. You need professional help, please. And I know people that can help you. If you send a message to Tolulope, we'll connect you.
Thank you,
with
Mommy.
Professionals.
Thank
it's
you.
not just I lay hands on you, come out. There's no devil in you.
Amen.
You just need professional because of your environment.
Thank you, ma'am. Next thing says that what is the right age to start dating in the university? 18, or is it above that?
Well, the law says 18. When you are 18, almost all over the world, you are an adult.
Yes, ma'am.
But please face your studies first. If you know that will distract you. No man wants to marry a liability. And don't let any man just use you, because even at that 18, 19, you're still, some people mature, yes, but you're still, if you can just face your studies and date when you are ready to marry, it will save you a lot of troubles and a lot of distractions.
Thank you, Mom. Next question says, what's your take on someone finding it difficult to accept a proposal because of fear of what uncle will say, as she's being sponsored in school by him?
Hide it from uncle now. Don't let uncle know yet.
No, Mom, the uncle is sponsoring her in school.
Yes.
And the guy wants to, she does not now want to accept the guy's proposal.
That's what I'm saying. Accept the proposal, but don't let uncle know yet.
No, Mom.
Oh.
The guy is what she's calling uncle.
Oh! These children! Jesus! Oh.
Yeah, so she's like,
oh.
So because the guy is sponsoring her in school, she's afraid to also marry him because of what will he say? Will he start?
If you are sponsoring me in school, it shouldn't be because of marriage. It shouldn't be. And don't because of that accept a proposal. Only God knows tomorrow. Don't because of that, because to me it's like a trap. I didn't know your uncle is the man. So, you know, it may be a trap. You have to be convinced that this is the man you want to spend the rest of your life with. Anybody, God can use anybody to help you. God can use anybody to pay your school fees. And if he says because he does not, you have not accepted, he will stop paying your school fees. Please let me meet you. Let's see how we can help you.
Thank you,
You
Mommy.
have to be convinced.
Not just because you're paying my school fees.
So I must marry you.
Okay.
You can be sent by God now. And please don't sleep with him. Because that thing can become pregnant.
Thank you, Mommy. Next question says, Mommy, please, how should I handle a spouse who always has who prioritizes his family over me, his wife? Kindly speak on how to handle finances in marriage. Mom has spoken about that already. As spouses allowed to touch each other's phones from Zambia.
Your spouse prefers his or her family. Now, it's not easy to let go. I'm telling you the truth. This boy has lived with you, you have nursed the boy, and now one woman just comes to snatch Even though you are laughing at the wedding reception and all that, but that's still your son. So my advice is, where are you in the picture? Why are you not close to the family? When my husband's family members, when they want to do their family meeting, I just say, excuse me, come back. Mama, don't come back. Where are you going? So why don't you work on that? Befriend the family members. Although there are times when you truly need to excuse them because,
Yes,
but befriend your husband, so that he can tell you. And when a man begins to prefer his family, it's a sign of immaturity. It's not a great thing at all. Does your husband have a mentor that you can mention it to without the mentor letting him know that you mentioned it? Because that tells me that your husband is a good person. At least he's responsible.
Yes,
he wants to protect his family. Maybe he's the firstborn, or at least he has a position. So he's good-hearted. But it's just that he doesn't know, how to set his priorities, right? And he needs a balance. So he needs help, definitely. We have answered the one on finance. Should you touch your spouse's phone? What is the relationship you have with your spouse? If you touch a man's phone and the man slaps you, you don't want to do it. Because there are some families like that. There are some relationships like that. Even though I'm wondering why that will happen. There should be transparent honesty in every marriage. This is my take. That's why can't my husband touch my phone? Why can't he read? And why can't I? But in the night, your man is sleeping. You don't take the phone. We see what you don't want to feel. Don't kill yourself. Don't give yourself high blood pressure. If he's there, my dear, what's your password? That's what I do. Just say my husband, remind me I forgot to text me. While he's there, I'm reading. If there's anything, I say, you gave somebody, is everything okay? He explains. So that's my take. And I'm old school. So
mommy is relevant through all the generations. There's no old school.
I'm old school. But that's just my take. If you are friends, how about you marry your friend?
Exactly.
If you are friends, there's nothing wrong. You are reading, he can read your own too. But if it causes problem in the marriage, then you need to talk about trust, honesty, transparency, because this is just one of the effects. It will be other things too.
Thank you, Mom. We're going to take 5 more questions. So this one says that
There's so many.
Yes, there's so many. I'm excited to see Mommy. Please, my question is, how will I know if I've met my ordained man for marriage?
Number 1, do you have peace in your heart? If you're a child of God, do you have peace in your heart? Or each time you remember that person, you're scared about the future, that may be a sign. You're troubled, that may be a sign. Number 2, does the person like you, or do you like the person? Number 3, do you love the person? Number 4, how old are you? Are you ready to spend the next 60, 70 years with that person? Next, are you proud to say, meet my husband? Next, will you be proud to say, meet the father of my children? These questions are important. Does this person believe in you? Does this person respect you? Or this person shouts at you or uses you? The person will never call you. You are the only one calling every time. He flashes. The person has never bought you one handkerchief. You are always giving and giving and giving. These are indices. These are signs. And then, have you prayed? You know how God speaks to you. What did God say? Because in marriage, it's more than I love you, kiss, sex. A time comes when the generator is not as so function. And the men are like rubber band. Sometimes they just want to pull away and then they come back again. So when he pulls away, maybe his business or he's going through some stuff and all that, that period when you don't feel loved and you don't feel love, how do you cope? So what you need in your marriage is more than sex and beauty and wink. You need a word from the Lord. You need an assurance. Every marriage, no matter how blessed, is faced with a minimum of 14 kinds of winds that blows every marriage. So when the winds come, and it's scriptural, when we come on the house that is built on the rock, it will come on the house that is built on the sand.
Yes,
it is the after effect. Is this still standing? So it's important for you to be sure that.
Thank you, Mom. Yes, ma'am. Next question says, how do we balance the love we have for God and that of our significant other? For example, sometimes I refer to my significant other as king of my heart. But when praying, I worship God and call him my king. And that is the king of my heart. I hope this makes sense. This is for Mom. Thank you in advance.
It does. As women, if you are married, you have two kings in your life. The capital K, king, and then the small one. As your husband. And you see, God is not the way people portray him to be. Wicked. He's going to kill you. God understands our emotions. He knows when we're talking to him and about him. He's the one that gave us marriage.
Yes.
He's the one that gave us love. He's the one that gave us feelings. He's the one that gave us emotions. So when you're telling your husband, you are the excellency, you are the wind under my wings, you are the, God is not jealous. His jealousy is not in that area. He's just saying, good girl, good girl. I like me. Don't you see the way he treats the church in spite of our inadequacies? He's still there for us, fighting for us. So you don't have any problem. I've been through it.
Mom is our leader in this boat.
So God, he has his place. It's your vertical relationship, and it's a capital K.
Okay.
This king we're talking about, that's why the Bible calls Jesus the King of Kings.
Hey.
He's one of the ways. You too, you are a king. We're not talking about gender. So if your husband is a king, then Jesus is the King of Kings. So the relationship you have with God is the vertical. The one you have with your husband is the horizontal. So when you are at that level, calling your husband, loving on him, God is happy. He's proud of you. He's proud of you, and saying, yeah, good girl, enjoy the marriage. Yes.
Thank you, Mommy. This is no questions from me, but to let you know, Mom, that I really love you so much. You have been such an inspiration. Thank you for raising the bar so high for women to know that we can achieve all through Christ. Be submissive to our husband, be the best in the marketplace, wait and trust God, and serve God excellently. Sending you so much love from Nairobi, Kenya.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom. We appreciate you, Mom.
Thank you.
Next question says, how do I overcome the dread of being a pastor's wife? I don't like it, but people keep saying, yeah, well, pastor to me.
Welcome to our world. It's one of the toughest worlds on earth. I tell you, I thank God I didn't know that I would be. Maybe I would have run like Jonah to Nineveh. God is still there. Put me inside the fish. But it's exciting, you know, when you see lives that have been touched and all that. Now that people are calling you Yahoo Pastor, maybe they've seen things in you. They see the wisdom, they see the way you relate to people, they see the matriarchal nature that God has put on your inside. Yes, this is the best time for you to start praying and asking God for grace and start preparing. Don't be afraid. God is able to strengthen you. He strengthens us, and we're still here. And we say have joy, we say have peace. It's a great thing. It's a place of honor. It's a place of challenges, but it's a place of impacts. You have the platform to impact people's lives. So welcome to our world. We're waiting for you.
Thank you. So this person says, hello, I hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you. I am a pastor's wife. We have branches here in the US and in Ghana. My problem is I feel very nervous when I am asked to speak in public. And I fear that even though I know fear is not a good thing, people expect me to behave and act like my husband. People have high expectations of me, but it is a struggle for me. Please ask Mom how she was able to work on herself when she became the wife of the bishop and what she did to overcome any fear in the beginning of her ministry. She really inspires me.
Oh, thank you so very much and well done. Let me shock you. Almost every time as I'm on my way to the podium, I still get nervous. Up to now.
Wow.
My palms sweat.
Wow.
Because Hebrews chapter 5, beginning from verse 1, tells us even the best of us is taken from among men. Under my breath, I'm still praying. When I get on the altar and I'm bold and I'm all that, me too, I'm wondering, Lord, how did it happen? up till now, I still get nervous. So imagine when I first started. Don't be afraid. Trust God. You are like someone that is swimming. We just lean on the grace of God and we depend on the Holy Spirit. And then it is good feeling. It's a good feeling because it makes you to be totally dependent on God. I'm saying, God, you people know me and you will know, even though people think I'm bold. That's how I do my own every time. Lord, as I'm going, if you don't help me, Lord, please help me. I study, I prepare, but I still depend on God. And then talking about the expectations of people, it's been there and it will continue to be there. But please, can I advise you? Be yourself. I made that mistake when I was a young pastor's wife. My husband is a perfect gentleman, you know, easygoing. When he gets on the podium, he blesses people. But as a person, he's not as expressive, you know. Me, I'm choleric, and I have a little man. So when the ministry started, people tend to love him more. They were attracted to him and all that. So I tried to be very gentle. I tried not to be hard on people. Hey, why didn't you clean this place very well? I'm not your son, and I was getting frustrated. I was frustrating the people. I was frustrating my husband because that's not me. And I said to myself one day, if you love job, boot or no boot, I'll praise the Lord. You know that story? Boot or no boot, I'll praise the Lord. Okay. You know, so I just said, let me be me, Joe. Some people will be in this job because of my husband. Some people, no matter if I cut my head, they will say, and I'm glad that I snapped out of that mood that they were trying to put me.
We are all glad.
Yeah, thank you. So be yourself. People, till Jesus comes, will always say, if you're a very quiet, easygoing, gentle pastor's wife, people will say something like this. Our pastor, fire. But that's his wife. She's an idiot. So slow. She's so, pastor. If you're a firebrand, blah, 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 they'll say, pastor is good. But that is why he's a witch. The day pastor went to the market, he didn't. So be yourself. It's part of the package. They will talk about you. Be yourself. Be who God has created you to be. And keep serving the Lord in your capacity. The people that God has sent you to, they will be blessed.
Amen. Thank you, Mom. Second to the last question says, hello, Mom. Please, my question is this. At what point or time can a woman ask his fiancé for financial assistance?
Anytime.
Fiancé, Mom.
Anytime. Why are you in my life? And your responsibility. But you should not be a liability. So that when I want to ask you, you will feel privileged.
Thank you, Mommy.
You will know that for only Funke to have asked me for money, I must not disgrace myself. I must not fall my hand for this one. Yes. It's not that you are beggarly and they say, give me. He won't marry you. He will not marry you. You know. At any point, we cannot say it's when the marriage is 3 years, or when the relationship is 3 years, or when it is 1 year. You help, each other. So you can ask at any point in time, but don't be beggarly. Make sure the man will feel privileged that you even asked.
Thank you, Mom. So the last one, guys, you cannot go through this question. Thank you, Mommy.
I sound so well.
Thank you, Mom.
And you're so intelligent.
Thank you so much, Mom. The last one says, an issue has been bothering me. In a nutshell, before I start dating a guy, they always seem to be doing well and ready for marriage. But once we start dating, it's like they go financially down. And obviously settling down wouldn't be in the picture again. It has happened on 2 occasions now. Is there something spiritual about it? Or is it not just time yet for me to settle down? I've been praying against being a bad luck to somebody. I have a very good paying job, so I think I am ready. I want this anonymous place. I'll be 29 in a few months and it's beginning to bother me.
Can you please pray and fast and break that yoke? It's a yoke. It's not. We cannot just treat it with a wave of hand and say it doesn't matter. It has happened twice. And I decree in the name of Jesus that affliction will not rise again.
Amen.
Anything the devil has in mind against your marital destiny, we crush it today.
Amen.
The next one, you will share testimony with us
Amen.
in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So if you don't mind, just do like a 3-day prayer and fasting on this You can break at 12. There's no law. We're not trying to put you under any bondage, but we just want you to concentrate and specifically pray. Come against it, whether it's generational, whether there's a spoken word, whether there's a negative word somewhere, whether there's something, in your past or whatever the enemy is trying to do. So you pray about it, break your fast, take the communion, and trust God that the yoke is broken.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mom. It's been an absolute privilege to have you here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the words of wisdom. And thank you for the people that are coming to see you.
Yes,
I was so grateful.
Thank you.
Love you very much. Thank you, Mommy. Mwah. Thank you, Mom.
Welcome.
Alright, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please subscribe on your way out and hit the notification bell.
Yes.
You'll be seeing more amazing content from Mom and I in the future.
Yes,
Alright. Bye, guys.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much, Mommy.